Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the My Tarot Morning Reflection, our daily inventory, and our orange juice for the soul, or something like that. I hope everybody slept well. If it's the middle of the day, I hope your day is going amazingly well. So I'm waiting to see if Jenny shows up, or actually, Karina. It's funny. So there she is, Jenny. So here's the problem. You're friends with Karina. So Anna Karenina. So Karina rhymes with Karina rhymes with Genie almost. Anyway, we were talking about how I get the names all messed up. So it is Jenny, which rhymes with Karenni, Anna Karenina. Something weird. But anyway, I have to say that Jenny had stopped by last night, and can I talk about what you're making? Because I don't want to say exactly what it is, Jenny. But she stopped by and she showed me pictures. Oh my gosh, they were fabulous. So, but boy, do I mess names up. I have that problem with two people at work also. I wonder what that's called when we mess names up. Oh, so she's making a tarot deck. So she paints cats, and I mean, she is a real artist, and her tarot deck is going to be amazing. She showed me like 72 of the cards, so I am excited by this. So instead of rambling on though, what are we doing here today? I was told that people like my rambling. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's going to be really cool. I'm rambling on because I'm taking a breath. So getting ready to do that light switch, where we listen to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean, and then feet flat on the floor and butt doing the kitty dance and checking in with the shoulders and then the neck, and then feel that switch over as we get ready to check in with the universe, see how things are going, or if there's anything that we need to be aware of today. See how we're feeling, see if we have any angers or resentments or anything like that. So if we get them in check in the morning, if something happens during the middle of the day, we'll just take a breath and it won't. Thank you for your... but yeah, so we'll have a good day. That's the goal. If I can't have a good day, maybe I can help somebody else have a good day, which will make my day better. So, blah, 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 blah. It's all part of winding down to get ready for this part. So, take that extra breath. So how are you, Maureen and Angelina? I hope your lives are complete right now. So I am going to make our 3 stacks. It's like each one's a different thread going out to the universe. Each one's a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path. Because this stack will lead down one path, this stack another path, and this conversation will take us in a totally different direction. And this morning, is it Friday? It is Friday, which means we get to take a few days off possibly, hopefully, or at least find something to enjoy during the weekend. But I'm going to take the bottom stack. Good morning. Getting into the groove of being back in school. Oh, man. I'd love to go back to school. I know I can anytime I want, right? So, got the bottom stack here for things that are underneath that might be influencing and don't even realize it. I'm going to do our 3 in 1. Turning each card over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. You know, I will never forget when I was doing a reading, somebody had asked me after years of doing this, she's like, when you tap the deck, does it help to clear it? Are you cleaning the deck? It's like I didn't even know I was doing it. So, flipping over the cards one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. We have the Chariot. So, what is the Chariot? The Chariot is our self-will. This person here is able to, look at this. See the pretty swans? There's a black swan and there's a white swan here. So this person is actually able to steer this chariot, to steer this boat, just with self-will alone. These swans are going to take this boat wherever this person wants. This is when we can take our self-will, apply it, and we can make things happen. We decide it's going to happen, and it's going to happen. But keep in mind, as we turn the rest of the cards, this could be a good thing, or it could be a bad thing, where we decide this is how it is, the end. And ooh, the next card is the Knight of Swords. So, knights are the element of fire. Knights are action. Knights are energy. Knights are movement. Knights in the 1500s are just like this guy here. The first ones you're going to send into battle. Poor dragon. What did this dragon do, by the way, to this person? But the Knight of Swords. Swords are our thoughts, our ideas. They can be our anxieties. And so here we have the Chariot, and then we have the Knight of Swords. So when we apply our self-will and combine that with the Knight, sometimes a Knight is action, and sometimes we're not thinking. We just kind of jump into something. And maybe that dragon right there is the answer to all our dreams. Maybe that dragon's saying, hey, come take my hoard. I'm giving up, hoarding stuff. Come get my hoard. And instead, it's like this Knight might be just jumping in there. And again, we get this idea and we run with it. And we'll see what the next card is, but combining self-will and a decision to make an action. And of course, court cards could be us, or they could be somebody else in our lives, or just part of the situation. But let's see what the next card is. The Page of Cups. So, when we have a page is somebody who wants to learn, somebody who has slowed down. Pages are the element of earth. So that is a very grounding kind of card. And it's the Cups, Page of Cups, and cups are our spirituality, our emotions, and our feelings. And so when we are the page, we are more open to new ideas. We're more open with the cups to spirituality, to feelings, to thinking. It's still a newness that can be exciting. And I'm waiting to see what this advice card is, because, what can we learn when we make a decision and we run with it? We know that we're right and we run with it. When we sometimes because when we have two court cards, sometimes it could be the court cards are different people in our lives, or it could be two different aspects of our personality. But let's take a look at the advice card. And the advice card is the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is our willingness to sacrifice. It's about acceptance. It's about seeing things in a new way. He is literally seeing things in a new way. He knows that he's not going to be able to go anyplace because he is the Hanged Man. And there's a story behind the Hanged Man that explains the reason why there is, acceptance and the reason why there was sacrifice involved in his story. But this is when we are willing to, instead of just self-will run riot, when we sometimes get up in our head, because these two cards here are very fiery, and we get up in our head and we, we make the decision that I'm going to make the decision. When in reality, if we step back, and I mean this again, I'm just going to bring up like the news and things like that. I mean, the news can be very triggery. Things in the world can be very triggery. They can make us react. And I hate to say it, but my feeling is that I think that headlines are designed to make us be the Knight of Swords. And we attack with our rightism. Not that we're wrong, but, they want us to, there's certain elements that want us to attack with our rightism. And attacking means not thinking, just jumping and acting. But if we can learn from the Hangman, if we can separate ourselves from, if it's work, if it's family, if it's the world, and we think that we need to act right this minute, just like the Knight would. But the Hanged Man is going to sit back, observe, and be willing to sacrifice. And then maybe we can open ourselves up to new ways of doing things, new thoughts, new ideas, like a page. But instead of the focus of just, I'm going to react, I'm going to look through this at the filter of my spirituality and my emotions. And that way, instead of just attracting the fire element around us, and we love to attract the fire element around us in our lives because it means that we're part of the group that believes like we believe. But there's different ways of doing it. Gandhi was a great way of doing things, seeing things through action through peace, action through serenity, action through opening ourselves up and learning, which means being like the Hanged Man so that we can learn to be the Page of Cups, see things different, see these things through a lens that says, you know what, I have only a short time on earth. I mean, we really are just like a blink in the eye. And how can I find the acceptance for the world and see things healthy and do things? Sometimes a whisper can be stronger than a shout. So I think today it's realizing that today a whisper is stronger than a shout. And with that, I hope that everybody has that amazing, I would trust a page of, yeah. Let me go back up here. I was totally in the groove there. Sometimes determining true will as opposed to the dictates of ego can cause the moment of reflection. And I'm agreeing with Angelina. And I would trust the Page of Cups over the Knight of Swords. Yep. So thank you again, everybody. Enjoy your amazing weekend if you can. Otherwise, enjoy an average day. If we can have average, that would be nice occasionally. Thanks again. Take care, and I will see you all on Monday.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, turn around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers.